Hi, welcome to Market Insights with Voit Real Estate. I'm Eric Northbrook, and again we have Matt Brady here today. We're going to jump a little bit into design and what he's seeing out there that's driving industrial real estate. So let's talk a little bit about design first and what you're seeing out there as relates to maybe clear height and then just a standard building that's 100,000 square feet, what that looks like right now.
Last time we talked, I mentioned, buildings are a bit bigger than they were, 10, definitely 20 years ago. Building that's 100,000 square feet, back in the day would have been 24 foot clear, 20 years ago. Now, kind of the standard is 32 foot clear. We have some clients that are doing 26 foot clear, and I think that that's fine for most tenants. But I know there's a lot of people that own portfolios that want to have nothing below 32. So that's generally what we see for most buildings.
And then, so going from 24 to 32 feet, what is the additional cost to do that?
I don't remember exactly, but years ago we were looking at adding a couple feet on clear height, and it was fairly nominal, couple few bucks per square foot on the construction cost. So it didn't move the needle a lot, but it's real money that has to get recovered in rent.
And then how about a 1,000,000 square footer?
Yeah, so there's sort of this kind of steps, if you will, where a building that's, like you said, 100, maybe it's 32 foot clear, could be 26. I would say when you're starting to get into 500,000 square feet, people are gonna be stepping up to doing more like a 36 foot clear. And this is all based on the pallet heights and how many pallets and kind of levels of racking.
So with 36 foot clear, how many high can you go? 4?
I don't know. I have a great chart that I can share with you. And it depends on the size of the pallet, but the most common, like 80% of the market, is single select. And so I've got this chart that sort of shows how much of single select you can fit in other types.
What's single select?
It's really the size of a pallet, and it's the most common height of a pallet in the market.
Got it. Okay. Understood. And then,
but to answer your question about 1,000,000 square feet, that's where we're starting to see people push like 1,000,000, 1.5 million or bigger. We're starting to see people push beyond 36 foot clear. They're going 38 or 40 foot clear.
So the elephant in the room, as we were discussing, is the difference between rate per square foot versus maybe rate per cubic square foot.
Right. Yeah. So what I see right now is that developers are providing the extra volume basically because tenants demand it. They want to have a building that is most likely to be leased. I got to think that in the rate they're absorbing that extra cost of the height. But nobody is talking about the volume, which is really what the distributor's after, right? They want the height because they want to put more stuff in the building. And there's innovative technology for ways to store more stuff in a building too, systems and material handling systems. But that's really on the operator. But somehow everybody's still talking square feet, but for a lot of our clients, they want to move the conversation to cubic square feet, but it's just not really happening yet.
And how long do you think to that transition?
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like who's going to go first, right? Who's going to be the person that's going to be able to go first? And if everyone in the market is talking about square feet, how does one landlord say, well, hey, we're going to change it? So maybe there'll be a time where there's a discussion of both things happening. They'll be talking about square feet and clear height, and then adding in the cubic volume, and then potentially over time the standard shifts to cubic square footage on lease. But people are going to have to start seeing it to get used to it.
Well, appreciate your time today. There's some great insights as always, and look forward to having you, seeing you once again.
Yeah, right on.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks.